For a closer look now at international markets, including an update on individual indices and stocks, the street turns to the Deal's Jonathan Browdy in the London newsroom with the latest. Jonathan.
Good morning, John. Yes, the London and European markets are actually generally drifting higher this morning. And initially they were trading lower, but now they're trimming those early losses. In part on better news, economic news from Italy, where the economy has been flatlining over the last quarter and didn't actually shrink, which makes a change from previous quarters. And in London, where the industrial production figures show that the UK economy is actually pulling out of earlier weakness and is looking good for the final quarter. And the French economy is doing slightly less well, but altogether it's been a fairly reasonable morning in Europe. Individual stocks, London, the Lloyds Bank is up this morning, nearly 1% at one point after the sale of St James's Place, its wealth manager. It's sold it for about $1.1 billion. That's cash for the bank. It's good for its reserves, and it's also very important that it might signal that the bank will soon be able to pay a dividend to long-suffering investors who haven't had a dividend from Lloyds since its rescue by the government in the wake of the financial crisis. In Sweden, Volvo, the truck maker, has announced it is selling its North American construction equipment business to Platinum Equity. That's a rental business, and Volvo Rents sold for about $1.1 billion. That's obviously pushed up the stock of the Swedish truck maker. And interestingly, in Spain, the market has been rising for the last 3 days. It's still rising this morning, despite a bond auction which has shown Spanish borrowing costs rising more than expected, because of, in part because there's just a general better mood in Spain and foreign money has been coming in, but also because there's new hope for new IPOs on the Madrid market. Yesterday we saw Carlyle hinting or allowing it to be known that it was going to float its Applus testing business. It does vehicle testing and other industrial testing on the Madrid market. Today there is talk of ONO, the cable operator, being listed in Madrid. That could give it a valuation and make it a target, a takeover target from the likes of Vodafone or Orange or other European or international cable operators, telecoms operators. And there's also talk of the Spanish government eventually doing an IPO of Aena, its airports operator, possibly in the early part of next year. So the Spanish market was up this morning. The IBEX at late morning was at 9,548, which is better than it's seen for some time. Over to you, John. That's it from Europe.
Thanks very much. It's really interesting about the European private equity deal. I think we're probably going to be expecting to see more corporate divestitures coming out in 2014 as we see some of these bigger folks try and divest non-core strategies and unload some business lines that they don't need there. Thank you very much again, Jonathan. That was Jonathan Browdy reporting from the Deal's London newsroom.